Hello, all you fine, beautiful people. I'm back here once again with another reaction, and today I'm going to be reacting to Won't Get Fooled Again, live by The Who at Shepperton Studios, 1978. If you're new to the channel, I play the song all the way through, giving my thoughts and opinions on it at the end. And as usual, if there's anything you want me to react to, please put it down below in the comment section. I try to get around to everyone's suggestions. So I'm familiar with the studio version of this song. I've never actually seen a live performance of this song, so I thought, you know what? Let's give it a shot, see how it sounds. To anyone who's new to the channel or has been around here for a while, up until really I started the channel, I've never listened to very much live anything. I'm not sure if it's just through years of listening to old live recordings and on vinyl or CD and them not being necessarily the greatest quality and hearing a lot of background noise, I thought, you know what, let's give this a shot, see how it sounds. So without further ado, here it is. Won't Get Fooled Again by The Who.
house play. We don't get fooled again. Don't get fooled again. No, 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 no. Don't get fooled again.
So that was Won't Get Fooled Again by The Who, live at Shepperton Studios. Love this song. This song has one of my favorite lines ever in a song, and I think it's probably one of the most truest things ever said, especially when you're talking about stuff like politics, revolutions, and all that. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss. It's one of the most truest lines ever spoken, ever put on there. It's one of those few lines that ever since I heard, instantly, it just clicked with me. I'm like, yeah, it makes so much sense. All these people talking about, oh, we want change, we want this, we want this. No, what we want to be is really what the old guys were, except just switch places with them. Pretty much it. I absolutely love this song. Whether it really be that sort of keyboard / synthesizer intro to it. But man, you watch stage presence of the Who, that rhythm section of John Entwistle, he's going at what feels like just this controlled chaos on the bass. And then you get Keith Moon's drumming, and I absolutely have to say I laugh as soon as I realize at the beginning he doesn't play the drums, he just mock playing the drums at the beginning. It's actually quite funny. Pete Townsend absolutely looks like he's having the time of his life there, jumping around. To anyone who gets this reference, he mastered the power slide. For Tenacious D fans out there, when they're doing their thing where he goes across the stage and just goes right on his knees and plays guitar. That's from that movie. Absolutely love this. Roger Daltrey's voice. I always thought him and Pete Townsend, I like their dynamic singing. You really have an interesting thing going on here. Roger Daltrey, at the time, just swinging that microphone around, you're like, holy crap, I wouldn't want to be anyone within like 3 feet of him. He might clock him in the face. I wonder how many times, if he ever actually did hit somebody with that microphone. Keith Moon, watching him play the drums, and especially this whole kind of what looks like almost halfway 3/4 through the performance, the lights go out, the whole laser show starts. You have Roger Daltrey kind of walking through the lights, and it's like this entire trippy kind of acid trip, like what's going on. It's like he's walking through the clouds, and then you get that very primal scream from Roger Daltrey, and then he goes back into singing Meet the New Boss, same as the old boss, and then they continue on. It's really interesting watching Pete Townsend, and he's just willy-nilly, nonchalantly just throwing his guitar, banging it on the ground, raises it above his head. But man, I'd say he's great at that windmill technique. I tried that before, and I'm like, holy shit, how does he do that? It's actually quite an interesting thing. I remember the first time I heard the song, I was never a huge Townsend fan. And I think that really came off of listening to, I think the first band I ever fell in love with, Pink Floyd, and how clean David Gilmour sounded. That to me, Pete Townsend sound choppy. And I'm like, I don't know if I like this. But then the more and more I listened to it, the more I understood. Like once I started to learn guitar, I kind of understood what he was doing there. And it's actually really interesting. But at the end of the day, it looks like the guys here pretty much are having fun. Like, you can never tell John Entwistle, he's kind of... But it looks like Keith Moon, you can tell he's just having a hoot back there. Roger Daltrey, great singer. I really like him as a singer, like, on a lot of the Who songs. And Pete Townsend, at least for me, like, when you're talking about... some of my favorite Who parts, Pete Townsend, kind of that secondary singer in the band, is really interesting. But anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions. I'd love to know what you guys think about this. Do you like it, hate it? Please comment down below. Once again, I have to say to you guys, thank you so much for watching. It really does mean a lot. Suggest any more live Who stuff. Whether it be with Keith Moon, the other drummer that they got to replace him, even some of the studio work. Like I said, one idea I've had is doing some full album reactions to albums like Tommy, the Who Sellout, Who's Quadrophenia. I know I reacted to a few songs, but I really think those deserve actual full album to really kind of understand the whole story, kind of get the whole musical landscape of it. And there's a bunch more albums I'm thinking about doing that for. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it on this channel or do it on my other channel, Prisms of Prague. Be sure to check out that channel as well. But once again, I have to say, thank you guys so much for watching. It really, really does mean a lot. I know I might not comment on all the comments. I've really been pretty much lately pretty much slacking on actually responding to a lot of these comments. I'm gonna take a day probably here in the next week and just go through all of them and just read them all and respond to the ones that I can really add something to. But once again, I'd say thank you guys so much for watching. This is me here signing out. Peace.